Hey guys, welcome to the Pendel CCYM breakout. We hope you enjoyed the wave. Please leave any questions that you have for us in the comments and we'll get to them at the end. Now, let's meet the crew. I'm Ian. I'm Ian. I go to St. Paul's United Methodist Church in Wilmington, Delaware, and this is my third year on CCYM.
I'm Isaiah. I go to Marshallton United Methodist Church in Wilmington, Delaware. This is my fourth year at CCYM.
My name's Taylor. I go to the Arise Church, and this is my fifth year in CCYM.
My name's Tiffany. I'm an adult mentor, and I've been a part of CCYM for 3 years.
My name is Carl. I'm the adult advisor coordinator for CCYM. I've been doing this for about 11 years.
Emergency meeting. Welcome to the CCYM breakout.
What does CCYM stand for? CCYM stands for the Conference Council on Youth Ministries. What is CCYM?
Good question. CCYM is a group predominantly of students with a few adult advisors who are responsible for various youth activities of the Peninsula Delaware Conference. This group focuses on youth leadership and representation within the conference. Now, what does a typical CCYM meeting look like?
Great question, Isaiah. At CCYM meetings, we do a lot of discussion and collaboration on the events that we plan. We also share food and fellowship together. Taylor, what does CCYM do?
Here at CCYM, we plan events. We plan events like the WAVE event, like you are seeing today, or formerly the Youth Rally. We plan the one-day service project. We also have a partnership with Camp Pacomet where we put on games and others such as like the bonfires. And we also have the Youth Service Fund where we give money out to Christian organizations that help the youth. We also speak at the Pendel Annual Conference. How can I join?
Good question. There are applications online at www.umyoungpeople.org. Applications are due February 1st, 2022, and the applications are reviewed by the graduating CCYM seniors and coordinators. There will be commitment information on your application. But if you're an adult, how can you join as an adult, Tiffany?
Great question. So adults can apply at the same location as the students at umyoungpeople.org. The adults, much like the children, are held to the same standards and treatment as the youth. We help plan the events, but the meetings are essentially led mostly by the students with adult input as needed. The adults attend the events with the students on CCYM as a volunteer, but not with our individual youth group. How has CCYM impacted you guys?
Personally, CCYM has helped me with my public speaking and my leadership roles. On CCYM, I'm a co-chair, and so I help to plan the meetings and run the meetings. How has it impacted you, Isaiah?
Well, it's helped me become more involved with my conference and helped me meet a lot of pastors and a lot of speakers at the youth rally or WAVE.
CCYM has helped me with my public speaking and interacting with other people within the conference and people in general for groups that don't have youth groups. And as you can see in some of these photos, we spend a lot of time together. We did the trust course at Camp Pacomet, where you can see my friend Ian and the zip lining. We also do a lot of food. We get a lot of free food. As you can see, Carl munching on that cheeseburger down there. And also you can see in your top corner, you can see where we were fellowshipping at our one-day event that we planned, and where other groups went out and did service projects. You can also see us at formerly Youth Rally on the moon bounces and with the button lady.
Carl is definitely suspicious.
Yes, they like to think so, don't they? My job is pretty much to empower the students to run meetings. It's to guide them along with a couple of other adults. And what we do is when we meet, I turn it over to the co-chairs. They run the meeting. We have a very loose Robert's Rules of Orders formula that we follow. It's a very good opportunity for the students because it is a leadership group. It's not just a group with some adults and youth meeting. We're a group of equals. Everybody has an equal say. Nobody has one voice that's more important than the other. And all voices are heard. And when we finally need to make a decision, we vote on it. And whatever vote the majority makes, the group does follow along and everybody gets behind. Everybody feels like they're part of the group, that they help make decisions. And I mean, we have a lot of fun. We try and do things differently. We meet in different areas of the conference, different districts of the conferences, different churches, just planning different events. It's going to be a little different, like we talked about, moving forward. Teaming up with Baltimore-Washington, we're going to maybe look at planning youth rally a little differently and opening that up more to the conference, which would really allow CCYM to focus on those other events within the conference that we really haven't had a lot of time to be able to do over the past couple of years between, you know, really focusing on working with Baltimore-Washington and of course COVID holding us back from having a lot of in-person meetings. Am I still sus?
Yes.
Ah, man. All right, what do I gotta do to get out of this? Well, we got that. Yeah, there we go.
Question time.
Q&A. Well, I tell you guys out there, now's the time where you can type in questions about joining, about what we do. Who wants the first one?
I can take this one. So CCYM stands for Conference Council on Youth Ministries.
How often do we meet?
Why don't one of you guys answer and then I'll fill in?
We meet about every 2 months,
You can probably stop sharing, Cheryl. Yeah.
and it's about usually it's like 10 to 6-ish, 10 to 4, depends on how much we do.
Yeah, what we try and do is we will meet 4 meetings a year, plus for WAVE, this counts as a meeting. 2 of those meetings will be overnight meetings. What we do is we come out with a meeting schedule ahead of what will happen. The process is you'll turn in an application. We review applications at our last meeting of the year, which this year will be February 5th. When you're invited to join CCYM, we will have all of the meeting dates laid out so that when you make that commitment to join CCYM, you will have all the information you need to attend all the meetings. One of the things that we do a little bit differently as a leadership group, and because we meet so many times, is we do ask that your commitment to CCYM be important. We've had people have to leave CCYM because they committed to CCYM in the spring. And then in the fall, they said, oh, I want to be in the play at school. Well, the play at school, the opening night conflicted with the CCYM meeting. We try and give every student one miss, but if it's more than that because of the few times, then you really need to examine whether or not CCYM is something you want to try and commit to, because we hold the adults for the same standard as well. It's a commitment, but it is a lot of fun. Okay, guys, it says, how many hours do you spend before the youth rally or WAVE planning it?
Yeah, well, usually we get to wherever we're having WAVE about a day beforehand. And
Planning, not running it, planning WAVE.
Oh, planning it. About every meeting, we talk about youth rally, so a lot of hours.
I'd say like usually for meetings, we meet anywhere from like 4 to 6 hours, and a majority of that time is spent on planning the youth rally and WAVE.
I think at our lowest, we're at a low number now. Oh, I'm sorry. How many people are usually part of CCYM? What is the most in CCYM you guys have seen throughout the years?
My freshman year is probably about 20-ish.
20,
Good bit.
that includes adults, that's adults and students. There is a ratio, we don't have any more than 6 adults, so that would have been about 14 students, 6 adults. Isaiah, what about you? What's the most you've seen?
Probably about 15.
About
My first
15?
year, yeah.
And Ian, you've been here several years.
Yeah, probably about 15.
Okay. So we do have bylaws, and our bylaws state that the most we have is, I think, 16 students and 5 adult advisors, and there's two co-coordinators. So
People join.
when do people do?
As
When do
freshmen
people,
or
when,
anytime.
go ahead, you want to read it?
The question is, when do people join as freshmen or anytime? So generally, we like to have everybody on the CCYM team be a freshman or older. And the membership or the qualification for the applications are, the deadline is February first, twenty
This
twenty-two.
year,
And then that's usually when you join.
The official qualification is you have to be entering 9th to 12th grade in September of the upcoming year. So September of 2022, this coming year, you need to be a freshman to a senior. We've had seniors join for 1 year and then go on. We've had freshmen join, and then in the case of this last year, be asked to stay for an additional year, like Taylor, who is serving an additional year with us. So it's really 9th to 12th grade is anywhere in that range, entering 9th to 12th grade in September. UMYoungpeople.org. That's where you find the information that you're, there's a section there for CCYM, but there's a link on the right that says where the application is, and it'll have a letter with the qualifications and an application that you'll mail in or scan and email or whatever you do. We give you plenty of time for it. It explains everything that you need. It is free to join. There's no cost associated with this whatsoever. In fact,
Just a time commitment.
time commitment.
Is
We
your
pay for
cost.
everything else, for the overnight meetings, for the hotels, for the food, for any entertainment we do. We pick up everything. So all
Food is
you,
free.
food is free.
Food is free.
We-
Good hotels.
We
Everybody
feed
else.
everybody well. Everybody eats well at CCYM. Everybody brings snacks, whatever they want to eat. We have a good time.
Typically, when we meet, it's anywhere in the Pendel conference, so we've been as low as. We've been in Salisbury for for the annual conference, we always go to Ocean City.
No, the annual
No.
conference is in Princess Anne. It's way
Oh.
down there. We met in Salisbury though.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, Salisbury, we've been up in Wilmington, yeah, Easton.
Easton, yeah.
We went to
Ocean
Baltimore,
City.
Washington. to
Each
go-
meeting is held in a different area.
Chestertown, Maryland, Milford, Delaware, Selbyville, Camden, Delaware, anywhere few and far between. The first place we try and look is students' churches. I mean, it's always easier if we can travel somewhere where somebody already lives and make travel a lot less easier. Any meeting that we try to, any odd meeting that we try and have, we try and make it a central location so that nobody travels from top end to bottom all the time.
And just to kind of further clarify, so when you apply and your application is reviewed by the seniors that are leaving, once you've decided and been accepted, Carl sends out an email in a letter format that'll have all of the dates and times and locations. And at that point, you have the opportunity to review that with your parents to make sure that it is a commitment that you can be able to keep. So that does come out before you can formally accept to be on to CCYM, so you know what you're getting into and where the locations
Yes.
are.
Yes. We might not have specific church locations, but I'll tell you, if we're in the Delaware district, the Maryland, whatever the other 2 districts are, honestly, I'm still getting used to the 3 districts over the 4 districts, so. But yeah, you'll have full information before you make that decision. Nothing else, anybody?
I just want to say, I think it's a great opportunity for young kids, especially those who maybe are shy and not good at public speaking. This really gives you a format to have a voice and to be able to express your ideas in a no judgment zone. I can tell you that Taylor is my daughter, and I've seen her come out of her shell a lot through CCYM meetings, and become a better member of society doing different things. See, Carl says, through this, experience with the having a voice and realizing that she is somebody that can be heard and her ideas and her thoughts are important. So I highly recommend it, like I said, as a leadership tool for young kids. It's a great experience. We have a lot of fun. I definitely think it's very family oriented. We have a lot of fun. And it's a great way to just give everybody an opportunity to be themselves.
I'll expand on that. I think it's, like you hear about it and you're like, oh, they just sit down and like do church stuff. That sounds kind of boring, But no, we have like so much fun. Like we were just like bumping to music in the cars and dancing and stuff.
Today we went bowling and played laser tag and went on bumper cars. Like it's not just like meetings, sitting there for hours on end. Like we have fun.
Yeah, we always try and do something. If we go overnight in a hotel, I try and get one where at least there's a pool, people can go swimming, have free time. We do meet, we are serious about what we do, but we also have fun. We're not all about business, we're about building relationships, getting to know each other and having fun.
So we hope to see those applications come through.
Tell your friends, check it out.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.